Yeah, well, you guys asked for it. We got a part two. Part two. Why did I? That was three fingers. Part two. Yeah, okay. This hair all going chill. Get all hair going chill. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. 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 Yeah, okay. All right. Yep. Okay, I got my water bottle because you gotta stay hydrated, guys. Always stay hydrated. We're also gonna ignore the fact that I got a pimple there. You guys don't see anything. You don't see anything. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam Downey here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you guys haven't already, at SamDowney44. Also, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. YouTube.com/Sam Downey. Make sure to turn on those notifications as well so you know when I'm releasing videos. I'm releasing videos every week, so yeah, all the time basically. So if you're interested in like trans stuff, non-binary stuff, and just everyday lifestyle stuff in general, and like, hair care, skin care, all that kind of stuff, yeah, feel free to subscribe and share my videos with your friends. Thanks so much to everyone that has shared my videos with their friends. I really do appreciate it. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. So close. Like, literally, I think we're almost at like 750 right now or something like that, maybe even past that by the time this video gets released. But honestly, guys, thanks so much for all the support. Really do appreciate it. And just keep on sharing my videos with all your friends. Just, throw it in the DMs, just annoy the hell out of all your friends by just sharing all my videos, even if they don't watch it. Like, all right, we're gonna pull out the notes here. So basically, you guys are giving me a bunch of questions that you wanted me to answer. I posted on my Instagram and you guys gave me a bunch of questions there. Also on my first Q&A video, you guys had a bunch of questions for me as well there. So basically, yeah, we're gonna go over these today. Obviously, I picked out the best ones that I think are, the best kind of most popular questions that I got a lot. So we're gonna go over those today as well. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So first question I got here is, why are you so cute? Because, yeah. Thanks so much. Really do appreciate that. Oh, here's another one. Such a cute smile. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the best smile ever. Oh yeah, again, this one also has, are you happy with your physical body changes so far? So yeah, to answer this question, I would say yes, I'm really happy with all the physical changes that I have had. Yeah, like the body fat redistribution has been really awesome. Also the breast growth, really awesome. And also just the feminizing features in my face and in my skin, I've really enjoyed as well. And overall, yeah, like really, it's been awesome. I really haven't had any regrets or anything. All right, let's move on to the next question here. So emotionally, how have you been? Emotionally, I've been really good. Overall, pretty good. Mental health wise, really good. When it comes to being emotional though, I do can get a lot more emotional a lot easier than when I wasn't on HRT. For example, like I got to see my my cats when I used to live with my ex. She sometimes will, video chat me, and I'll see my kitties, and sometimes I get a little emotional because I miss them so much. My eyes can get kind of watery just from like how cute they are. So yeah, like I do find I get a little bit more emotional a lot faster, but I have said this in other videos that, like, I do like being more intact with my emotions and being able to easily be a lot more emotional. So yeah, that's actually a good thing as well, like being a lot more emotional for me. Ow. Chair keeps on pulling my hair. Ow. Ouchie. What's been the most exciting thing about your transition so far? Ooh, good one. The main thing I would say is just like, noticing all the changes and everything, and noticing them on myself, and just doing like monthly kind of update photos, or like, yeah, just taking photos of myself, and just like, like clothes that I like fitting a lot better. And, just overall, just, I don't know, like overall really everything. Like there's not really something that I say is the most exciting. How is your breast growth? Yeah, this is a good question. Yeah, I would say it's gotten a lot more in the last month for sure. I've said this in a bunch of my update videos. If you're interested in any of those, feel free to check out my channel, like my HRT update. But yeah, like I've had a decent amount of breast growth. This kind of goes into the next question as well. So have you had to change your bra size during transition? I haven't really had to change my bra size, but I do now actually fit into regular bras as well, which is really exciting, obviously, because you guys know that was one of my main goals of HRT, growing those boobs boobies. Yeah, gotta grow them. When it comes to changing though, I haven't really got to that point where I've been like one size and now I'm another size. But you know, hopefully in the next couple of months, you know, I'll have to move up a size, if you know what I mean. Like, but either way, like I am pretty happy with the results I have right now. But you know, obviously a little bit more would always be better, if you know what I mean. When and how did you know it was safe to share how you felt about yourself? Ooh, this is a really good question. To be honest with you, there's never really a moment where you know that it's safe. For example, like, you know, I'll give you a background on my family history. We don't really have a lot of queer people in my family. We have no trans people in my family at all. Like, being transgender is a whole new topic, a whole new thing for my family on both my dad's side and my mom's side. Like, trans people, like, yeah, like, I don't even think a lot of people in my family have even met trans people in person. They've only really seen them in media and like, yeah, like media and stuff like that. And when it comes to people, queer people, we do have some people in my family who are out as bisexual, but nobody's actually really brought someone home of the same sex yet. Don't get me wrong, they're still totally valid as bisexual, like not saying like, oh, you have to do that, but like that's never really happened. So when it comes to LGBT and stuff like that, it's still a very new topic in my family. So yeah, I never really felt safe at all, really. Like, you know, I had to just take a risk. It was just one of those things where I just couldn't cope anymore. I was having a hard time functioning in general, just like, you know, knowing that I wasn't really living my life as my true self, right? So yeah, like, it's just like one of those things that it's like, you get to a point where it's like, you actually, yeah, you can't function and you just have to come out, and it's a big risk. It really is. It's a really big risk. Caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress for me, but in the end, it's one of those things that I tell everyone, tell all my subscribers, tell everyone, it's not worth it living this like fake life almost. Like, you just got to do it. Like, you just got to like almost rip the band-aid off and just like, of course, like, you know, some people might not be supportive at first, but you know, you'll build your own support system. And that's what I tell everyone. It's like, if your family isn't supportive, it's like, you'll just build your own support system and just like interact with people and be around people who are like-minded like you and open-minded. But yeah, like when it comes to actually, is there a safe time to come out? Really, in the end, like, unless you have like a family that's very, very LGBT educated and there's a lot of LGBT people in your family already, like, there isn't really a safe time at all. Just gotta like almost take that leap. But don't get me wrong, hey, you know, I will always validate you. So, you know, you always got me. You always got me on your back, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything about your body that you miss from before you started HRT? Great question, honestly. There's one thing that I would say that I do kind of miss. It's really my body strength in general. I have noticed this in the last couple of months. I am a lot weaker when it comes to like carrying things and stuff like that, especially when it comes to like music equipment and just like carrying boxes at work. You know, when I first started there, I was only about like, you know, a month in on HRT, and I was obviously a lot stronger. Nowadays, it's, you know, I can only lift like maybe 1 or 2 boxes compared to when I used to be able to lift like, you know, 4 or 5 boxes of beauty products at a time. But in the end, like, you know, it's one of those things that if I really cared that much about it, which isn't a huge deal for me, but it still is kind of a nuisance, you know, I could just go to the gym and like lift weights and stuff like that and like get stronger. But in the end, it's really not a big deal for me. It's just like, it's one of those things that I did have to get used to. Like, oh wow, I'm actually a lot weaker than I used to be, right? Not saying I was jacked or anything, right? Like, I'm not saying I was like, yeah, Is it possible to feminize one's body without getting a lot of like feminine features or feminine characteristics? They just want to look more androgynous. So there are ways. I have heard there is this, it is kind of new. There is a new HRT that basically limits the breast growth, I believe, but it is very new and it is very risky as well. I don't know much about it. I have heard about it on Reddit and just like forums and stuff like that. Also, there is the concept of microdosing, where you could microdose, but in the end though, microdosing isn't, you're not going to get less features. It's just going to take a lot longer to develop those features, so you just have more time to kind of like think about it, right? But overall though, I do find a lot of people think that HRT, especially feminizing hormone therapy, is going to do a lot more than it actually does. For example, like, you know, a lot of people do turn to surgery when it comes to like a breast augmentation and obviously like, you know, butt implants and like a facial feminization. Like, people do turn to surgery surgeries for that reason, that HRT, it does a lot, but it doesn't do everything. Like, I don't know, like I think a lot of people have this misconception that, you know, you go on HRT and then 6 months later you just like look like a girl and you can never pass as a boy again. And that's totally not true. Like, I could be wearing, you know, boys clothes outside, no makeup at all, and everybody still thinks I'm a boy. I just look a little bit more feminine than other guys, right? Like, I just have more feminine features. So that's like the main thing that I would say to the person that asked this question is HRT will make you actually look more androgynous. The only thing that I would say that is permanent that a lot of people I know that are non-binary don't want is the breast growth. But obviously there are, like, you know, you can get a breast reduction or something like that if you really dysphoric about your chest. But in the end, like, the way that I look at it as is like, you know, you build a little bit of breast tissue or whatever, and you can always just wear like a sports bra and it will flatten out your chest, like no problem at all. Overall, like I would say actually a feminizing hormone therapy does leave you a lot more androgynous looking compared to actually looking like a total, like, you know, total female and stuff like that. Unless you like are, you know, wearing a full face of makeup and like super feminizing feminine clothes and that kind of stuff. Any euphoric moments you want to share? First of all, the main thing would be probably when I first started working at Victoria's Secret Pink, when everybody the first day was using my correct pronouns. I didn't even have to tell anyone. Like, it was like, they were like pros, like honestly, like they were like pros, like professional, like, you know, professional pronoun users. That's someone that respects pronouns. You're a professional pronoun user. But yeah, that was a euphoric moment for me. Like, I really didn't have to explain to anyone that I used they, them pronouns. It was just like, you know, I think the manager just told everyone beforehand and everybody was really good at staying to it. Obviously there is slip ups and everything like that, but in the end, everybody did, like, you know, respect me. And I could tell that also everybody was looking at me as a non-binary individual. It wasn't just like, you know, oh, this is a man that uses they, them pronouns. No, like everybody did respect me and like they did view me as non-binary and as transgender, which honestly, yeah, it was super euphoric for me. Cause like before that, like I had people that used my pronouns, besides like maybe like my best friends and all that stuff. Like most people, it was kind of just like, they still viewed me as a male. It was just like, they were just using the pronouns just to be nice. Right. But yeah. And then another one is as well is I was cashing these two girls out at Victoria's Secret. One of them was, you know, I think they were saying something like, you know, oh, give them the cash, like give them the cash. Like they were kind of like almost bickering, like joking around and stuff. And then the one girl, like I told her like, yeah, it's like 42, whatever. And then she kind of just looked at me like in the ghost mode, like, oh, okay. And then the other girl was like, give them the cash, like, and use they, them pronouns, like didn't use he, him or whatever. And a lot of people, honestly, a lot of customers, like, they will use he, him for me, and they'll also call me sir, which I literally hate. Oh my God. But, you know, you gotta deal with it, right? But yeah, it was just really cool that, you know, this one girl, like, she perceived me as, you know, gender neutral. And, you know, that's really cool to see that, you know, the younger generations, because they were probably around like 17, 18 years old. But yeah, the younger generations are very aware of, you know, gender neutral people and non-binary people, gender fluid, that kind of stuff. That was a really euphoric moment for me. Literally, yeah, like, you know, euphoric moments are really awesome, and everyone, you guys probably know, like, yeah, like they make you feel good, right? They make you feel good. It's like a little high, you know what I'm saying? A little high during the day that you get to enjoy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's really about it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for all the questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions that I can, you know, that I have an answer for. But yeah, feel free to leave those in the comments. Also, feel free to, you know, DM me on Instagram, or, you know, I'll probably have another Q&A on Instagram as well, so leave a question there. But yeah, besides that, thanks so much, guys, for honestly checking out my videos. Really appreciate the support, really do. Honestly, I really do appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. But yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, at samdowney44. Also, make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube, youtube.com/samdowney. Posting videos here every week, as I said before, so make sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications, do all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's really about it for this week, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.